competition. Regional orchestra in our region is a very, very competitive event. Hundreds of students audition in many counties, Loudoun, Fauquier, Prince William, Stafford, Spotsylvania. So it's a lot of competition. But we had one student, I'm proud of all of them who auditioned, even those who didn't make it in this year, because it's 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. So many times it's the high school kids who get the seats. But we did have Ms. Ashley Hall, our principal bassist. Ashley, could you come on up and join me in front of everybody? Recognizing your participation, in the all-regional District 9 Orchestra. And that very first piece that we played tonight, the Rhythmic Snapshots, was arranged by Brian Valmages, who was the conductor of her group, just a world-renowned composer and conductor and a hometown boy, really, who went to James Madison University for his degree. That's my alma mater, so I'm very proud. But it was very cool. The students worked with him. I'd also like to recognize, I think she's out there somewhere, I don't know where, but Mrs. Beltran went with us last Friday over to the high school. So thank you, wherever you are, Mrs. Beltran, for being our chaperone. There she is. We appreciate your help. And if some of you can start thinking about it, there's the whole process you have to go through for volunteering for things now. And in the spring, we have lots of that kind of thing coming up, assessment and Solo Festival at King's Dominion, and there's a trip to the Hilton Arts Center in March, and you'll get information about all that, but I need some parents who are on the approved list to help us out. I appreciate all the families who volunteered to bring cookies. I think it was 29 or 30 families, so we should not have a shortage of cookies tonight. So at the end of this next piece, you may go forth and eat cookies to your heart's content. I'd like to thank Mrs. Lacombe. She's up in the booth. She's doing all the cool stuff with the lights. So thank you. She's our fiddle director here at Mrs. Lacombe. Appreciate it so much. And our drummer, Mr. Byron Washington. Hey, Byron. Yeah. Byron thought he was going to get away from me when he left 8th grade last year. He's now a freshman at Osborne. But lo and behold, I called and said, Byron, I need you, buddy, and here he is. He's so dependable, does such a great job, and his mom is running around taking pictures and stuff for us too, so I appreciate that. All right, we're ready for our last piece, the famous poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and for this piece we had to have a very special narrator, and there's no one more special to our hearts than our favorite orchestral teacher ever, Mr. Brian Tressler.
The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. And shouted, "No reindeer!" and called them by name. Now, Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So to the top of the housetop, the coursers they flew. With sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. And the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas!"